Parables read in succession. This is Parables 5 and 6. Once again, found on Swap Meet Dave. We're going to have this link in the notes. I think it's in there. Yes, it is. To the specific PDF, but you can find this list. These are read in succession. This is not necessarily what you're going to find. I'm going to stop railing about this. The New International Version, the NIV, of Parables 5 and 6. Jesus' parables in chronological order. Parable number 5, Luke 7:41-43, the moneylender. The parable is only 3 verses. The 10 verses before and after sort of put it in context. Now, one of the Pharisees invited Jesus to have dinner with him. So he went to the Pharisee's house and reclined at the table. When a woman who had lived a sinful life in that town learned that Jesus was eating at the Pharisee's house, she brought an alabaster jar of perfume, and she stood behind him at his feet, weeping. She began to wet his feet with her tears. Then she wiped them with her hair, kissed them, and poured perfume on them. When the Pharisee who had invited him, Jesus, saw this, he said to himself, if this man were a prophet, he would know who was touching him and what kind of a woman she is, that she is a sinner. Jesus answered him, Simon, I have something to tell you. Tell me, teacher, Simon responds. 2 men owed money to a certain moneylender. One owed him 500 denarii and the other 50. Neither of them had the money to pay. So he canceled the debts of both. Now, which of them will love him more? Simon responds, I suppose the one who had the bigger debt canceled. Jesus responds, you have judged correctly. Then he turned toward the woman and said to Simon, do you see this woman? I came into your house. You didn't give me any water for my feet, but she wet my feet with her tears and wiped them with her hair. You did not give me a kiss, but this woman, from the time I entered, has not stopped kissing my feet. You did not put oil on my head, but she has poured perfume on my feet. Therefore, I tell you, her many sins have been forgiven, for she loved much. But he who has been forgiven little loves little. Then Jesus said to her, your sins are forgiven. Parable number 6, Luke 8:16-18, the lamp on the stand. No one lights a lamp and hides it in a jar or puts it under a bed. Instead, he puts it on a stand so that those who come in can see the light. For there's nothing hidden that will not be disclosed, and nothing concealed that will not be known or brought out into the open. Therefore, consider carefully how you listen. Whoever has will be given more. Whoever does not have, even what he thinks he has, will be taken from him. The same reading in succession of Proverbs in the Message translation, Proverb 5, Luke 41-47, following with Proverbs 6. 2 men were in debt to a banker. One owed 500 silver pieces, the other 50. Neither of them could pay up. And so the banker canceled both debts. Which of the 2 men would be more grateful? Simon answers, I suppose the one who was forgiven the most. Oh, that's right, says Jesus. Then turning to the woman, but speaking to Simon, he says, do you see this woman? I came to your home. You provided no water for my feet, but she rained tears on my feet and dried them with her hair. You gave me no greeting, but from the time I arrived, she hasn't quit kissing my feet. You provided nothing for freshening up, but she has soothed my feet with perfume. Impressive, isn't it? She was forgiven many, many sins, and so she is very, very grateful. If the forgiveness is minimal, the gratitude is minimal. No one lights a lamp and then covers it with a washtub or shoves it under the bed. No. You set up a lamp on the stand so those who enter the room can see their way. We're not keeping secrets. We're telling them. We're not hiding things. We're bringing everything into the open. So be careful that you don't become misers of what you hear. Generosity begets generosity. Stinginess impoverishes. This will be in the Parables playlist and will also show up on the page. Drunken Gandalf on Locals and Gandalf's Library on Rumble.